suspected Hizbul operative Liaquat Ali Shah has been granted conditional bail by the NIA court. He has been asked to surrender his passport and deposit a surety bond of 20,000 rupees. The alleged Hizbul terrorist, who was arrested by the Delhi police in connection with the conspiracy to carry out terror attacks in the capital, has been granted bail. The National Investigating Agency opposed his plea on the grounds that he was booked under the provisions of Stringent Unlawful Activities Act and various sections including waging war against the country. 45-year-old Liaquat was arrested on March 20th while crossing the India-Nepal border in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. Liaquat contended that he had come to surrender under the J&K government's rehabilitation policy for militants who had sneaked into POK for arms training. Breaking this news is my colleague Jaskirat. He is on the phone line giving us the news. Jaskirat, what are the conditions under which Liaquat has been granted bail?
There are 4 conditions that the judge laid out to grant bail to Liaquat Ali Shah. The first being surrendering his passport. The second being related to the first condition, that is not to leave the country at all. He has to submit a surety bond of 20,000 rupees and he cannot change his village address. Basically, he has to reside exactly at his registered address, the address that he had given to the investigating authorities. This bail has been granted, quite ironically, just a day after the Delhi Police Special Cell had a big day yesterday. But by granting him this bail on the grounds that he had applied for this bail, was that there is not enough evidence against him to actually keep him in custody for a prolonged period. We have to understand that he was taken into custody almost 2 months ago on the 20th of March. And the judges seem to have agreed with him that there are, in fact, not sufficient evidence to keep him consistently in prison, and has granted him this conditional bail.
You know, Jaskira, this case has come to be a grave embarrassment for the Delhi police.
Absolutely, because the Delhi police very first contradictory statement actually came up from the authorities themselves in the form of the Jammu and Kashmir police. And this is something that was countered by the Delhi police. But at the same time, that inconsistency was maintained all along. It wasn't just Liaquat Ali Shah who had maintained the statement, but also the Jammu and Kashmir police and the leaders of Jammu and Kashmir. So that is one of the major criticisms that the Delhi police special cell had to face in light of the fact that he had, in fact, claimed all along that he was a surrendering militant traveling with his family. There were also allegations against the Delhi police that the weapons that they found on him were in fact planted, but those allegations are still under an inquiry. For now, the Delhi Police Special Cell and the NIA moving ahead with the investigation. The investigation were handed over to the NIA after a major outcry, considering contradictory statements that came out of the many departments of the government.